Hello, our viewers. You're most welcome to LDC Spotlight. This is one of our shows that we have come up with. We will be showing at least once in a month, we bring a figure from LDC, and that person will come, speak about professional things, speak about their life. We know them for the official duties that they do, but who are they actually? And today, in the first edition, we are bringing to you our one and only manager, human resource.
My name is Eyena. I work with LDC as manager human resource. I happened also to study the bar course in the academic year 2021-2022, and I thank God that I was successful on the first asking. My experience on the bar course has been humbling. I was granted study leave for 1 year to study the course, and I must say that I learned a lot from the course. It humbled me. As a manager human resource, I put aside everything and focused on the course. I became a full-time student, and rarely would you see me at LDC apart from sitting in class. It was quite a very demanding experience. The course was very demanding in terms of the time and the commitment that one had to put in. So I went through the course successfully and graduated in the 2023 50th graduation. And I must say that I must thank LDC management for giving me that opportunity to undergo the course and successfully complete the course. I'm now waiting for what comes next, but my commitment is at LDC to continue serving the institution my best capabilities.
You to tell us, how did you manage to balance work plus all these other responsibilities? Because I know for sure that around that time, rest in peace, that's when you lost your brother, but also you had some other responsibilities, and it was during exams. Please inspire people out there who are studying and they also have these other responsibilities. How did you manage to juggle that? Please tell us more about that.
Yes, thank you, Frank. As I mentioned earlier, studying the bar course was a humbling experience for me. I was being taught by my colleagues and friends, and sometimes the work would be too much. You realize that you've not made your work for the week fully, and the colleague is sending you out of class. And remember, I'm a manager, and they're sending me out of class because I don't have full notes, and I had to oblige and go out of class. And but I realized that it was to my disadvantage if I did not have the class work. So I had to put in extra time. In the middle of the night, I had to read and also make my notes, and that, together with the responsibilities at home, was quite daunting. I had to go through a lot of challenges. As you mentioned, I lost my brother in the middle of the exams when I came out of the examination room, and I got the news that he had passed on in an accident. So I had to ask for a week off to go and bury him, and then come back and continue with the course. It was so challenging, but I realized that I needed to carry on. I reached a certain point I wanted to give up because the challenges were quite many. And I had a young family that we had just started a family, and things were getting so hard on the family. The other family members were not understanding. But I said I must continue, I must finish this course, and I'm going to succeed. And I pushed on. I pushed on successfully. Sometimes I had to make very hard decisions and say, I'm going to move out. I'm going to read. I must complete this course, and I'm going to succeed. So I had to make very hard decisions sometimes that I was against the family wish, and but I had to do that for the sake of succeeding in the course. So my advice, and especially the experience I got during the bar course, was that once you're committed to doing something, no matter the challenges that you go through, you will succeed. no matter, the challenges are everywhere, whether at family level, at organizational level, even at your private life you face challenges. But with commitment and determination, you succeed. The bar course is a very demanding course, but when you're committed, you pass. I know there are so many students, especially the young ones, who did not make it because they were not very committed. And my advice would be that if you're doing the bar course or any other course, give it your all, give it your time, give it your commitment, and you'll succeed. I know of very brilliant students whom we were studying with, very intelligent, but they did not make it because they were not very committed. And then also the bar course does not require cramming. There are very many students who went about cramming the law, cramming cases, and then when it comes to application, they could not apply it. And I kept advising them that please do not cram. Try to understand the procedures, understand the principles, and how you apply those principles to help the client who comes before you. But many of them did not take the advice and they remained behind. We used to discuss even late in the middle of the night. I would have challenges driving back home at around midnight. I'm reaching home at 1, then you sleep for about 30 minutes, you wake up, and then you continue preparing for the next day. Because there was no time for relaxing, no time to even go out with the family. At one point, when we were approaching final exams, I had to move out of home. I had a room at a hostel, just opposite LDC, to prepare a week to exams, also and during the duration of the exams. So I had to move out of home. I just pulled out my case full of reading materials, without a mattress, without bed sheets, and my suits. So I came and entered the hostel. There was a bed, but there was no mattress. I went and bought a pair of bed sheets. I slept on the floor for about 4 days. So I would sleep for about 30 minutes, and then I wake up to read up to morning.